organization is under the leadership of National Chairman Vincent Lex and ran by me, the local chairman, Nelson. We put together a rally basically on behalf of the murders that have been taking place of baby Anaya and baby Trinity, and the young Prince as well, fight for life. And we put it together because there's too much violence going on in our community. So we're just bringing awareness and also trying to bring justice to the lives that's taking innocent lives that's taking.
You might just been thinking about the violence that's happening in this community. I see you guys outright now. Is it fighting force with force? So what's kind of the focus?
No, it's not fighting force with force. It's our Second Amendment right, first off. And secondly, these rifles are just defense rifles. This is for our defense, self-defense, it's for the defense of the community. And also when we're out here maneuvering, we know this is a high crime area. So, it's best that we're always prepared. Self-defense is key, and it's also our right.
And you guys showed up in force today, very physical. What do you hope people from take away with this right now?
Well, what we want to bring to the community is to edify the youth, edify our community, try to bring, be more of guidance to the community by spreading knowledge and wisdom to the youth, letting them know the issue that's taking place in the community, and hopefully we're able to make changes within the community when we're out speaking to the youth when we come down here towards the cemetery to be able to speak. We want to be able to let our voices be heard and let the youth in the community know exactly what's going on, the solution to the cause, and everything else.
Anything else I can ask you like that?
Absolutely not. I want brothers and sisters to know that we as a New Black Panther Nation, we are out here giving back to the community, free food giveaways. We feed about 1,400 families a month. And also we're putting together a program where we're about to start taking young brothers and sisters off of the streets with suffering.
And then can you state and spell your name and then the title you'd like to use?
Yes, Nasir, N-A-S-I-Y, Nasir, and X. No problem.
Yeah, it was news. I'm not sure which one. I'm doing a couple of interviews with KG and the New Black Panthers. So.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. We are restreaming footage from Black Lives Media out of Minnesota, and we thank them and advise you to support them. This is a Stop Murdering Our Children rally that the New Black Panther Nation in Minnesota is putting on, and it's just started. It's just getting underway. So we'll be here for a while. We've got footage from a mass shooting in Austin, Texas last night. We've got footage from a march that took place a little earlier today in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Of course, we are always keeping an eye.
He was murdered, I think, back in 2015 by Minneapolis police.
Again, this has been from Black Lives Media.
We've done lots of rallies for them. I think the last one I had with them, my Facebook feed was blocked, so I wasn't able to even save it. Found out too late. But.
And this is the New Black Panther Nation, Minnesota chapter.
So this rally will get underway very shortly. They're setting up the sound truck.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is a, despite the white ally there, this is a new Black Panther Nation rally that is just beginning. It's in Minnesota, Minneapolis suburb, and the purpose of the rally is it's to draw attention to stop murdering our children. And if you're just joining us, they were talking earlier about other projects they've been doing in the community, food giveaways. They're going to do some mentorship programs. And we'll just sit back and watch. Thank you, everybody. The way I'm set up at the moment, I can't see comments, but I will get over to the monitor and check out the chat in a little bit. And I may have to hit I don't want to get a copyright violation.
I got my camera, so that's why I'm pausing a lot today, take pictures. But when this music plays, I might have to hold my mic if they start to block me.
Pop the music off for a few minutes. I don't want to get a copyright hit. If you're just joining us, it is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh, a Saturday edition here. And we're going to have footage a little bit later on from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, a march demanding still that the full body cam footage be released in the killing of Andrew Brown Jr., the three deputies that actually fired shots. Two of them are back to work, and one of them is retiring from the sheriff's department in Elizabeth City. We'll have footage from that. There was a mass shooting in Austin, Texas last night, left 13 people injured, two of them critically. And we've got some footage on the ground from that. It's rather disturbing footage, to be quite honest with you, that was sent to me. But we're going to be showing that coming up a little bit later on. Wanted to see how this rally develops in Minneapolis. But again, I don't want to get a copyright hit from music. So I'm going to hop over into the comments for just a second and say hello. Toby, hello. Red Eye, what's going on? Carpe diem. Mwah. Love you, darling. Pat, thank you for watching. Thaddeus, thank you for watching. It is, again, this is a rally that is being sponsored by the new Black Panther Nation in Minnesota, a suburb of Minneapolis. And you will see some white allies out there with them. The purpose is stop murdering our children. That's the theme of the rally.
Stop the violence, stop the hate. 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 Stop the violence, stop the hate.
Again, the stream is coming from Black Lives Media on Facebook. And so I bring it over here to the platform on YouTube. So if you know people on YouTube that aren't on Facebook, share the stream with them to let them know what's going on, if you would.
So this rally, like I said, I got the music going. Maybe just letting a few more people show up for the march start. Done these marches here before against violence. I think we did one against Stop the Violence Against Our Women. Usually head down to Pin down to the cemetery. As I said earlier, when we get down there, around Pin, reception starts getting really bad. We can stay on, but it gets really choppy. I may just take it down at that time because when it gets choppy, my save videos are choppy too. So if I go off live and just record, then I won't have a choppy video for future stuff I use my videos for. So yeah, everybody's just kind of gathering here. And, I'm gonna start this soon. I'm gonna hold my mic on this song so it's gonna be quiet.
Thank you. Yeah, we gotta watch using music that we do not own the rights to, because we will get hit with copyrights. And 3 copyrights and you're off of YouTube. So I do not want to take the opportunity of experiencing that. Again, thank you all for watching. Those that are have just joined, and let others know what's going on here. This is Minneapolis, a suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. They're going to have a march led by the New Black Panther Nation, and it is a Stop Murdering Our Children rally and march. And the only place you're going to see it on YouTube at the moment is right here. And the only place you're going to find it on Facebook, it is at Black Lives Media. So I'm looking for a video to go to here that I wanted to show. That I had earlier, and I can't seem to find it. Let's see if the okay, he's got his sound down, so the music is still playing. Again, thank you all for being in the comments. Thank you all for watching. And I'm not going to be doing a very long live, not planned to anyway, because I've got some other very important things to be talking about in a segment to be coming up. But this is in a suburb of Minneapolis. And Black Lives Media giving us the stream, boots on the ground, and always grateful for that. Yeah, this is not a BLM event, and he is not a BLM. It is Black Lives Media. Okay, he's not a representative of BLM. Not that, you know, just for clarity and just for just so everybody understands where the content's coming from. I'm trying to find the link. I think it might have been taken down. But again, there's no volume because of copyright. Both Ben from Black Lives Media and myself. Ben is broadcasting on Facebook. I'm doing this on YouTube only, and he's on Facebook. So if you are if you're a Facebook follower, make sure you go to Black Lives Media, and he has everything going on. Everything going on in Minnesota. We're going to go to footage now from what happened last night in Austin, Texas. Last night in Austin, Texas, on 6th Street in Austin, Texas, a known it's their bar district. Okay, it's like Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and it's just a row of bars. There is a motorcycle convention going on in town. The shooting had nothing to do with that. And here's some video that you're not going to see on mainstream TV. And a warning, some of this does get graphic. 14 people shot, 2 of them in critical condition. You see police are attending to this person, waiting on EMS to get there. The streets were packed. The streets are blocked off in this area, and it's pedestrians only, and the streets were packed. Police and EMS had a hard time getting there because of all the crowds. And you can see just people on the ground suffering from gunshot wounds. You're actually giving CPR to this person and kept the person alive until EMS got there. So when police do good things, I'm gonna point that out because I point out when they don't. We don't see this very often. So that's what it looked like last night, early this morning in Austin, Texas. 14 people injured, and thankfully none of them have passed away. That could change as two are in critical position or condition, and we now go back to Minneapolis, Minnesota, suburb of Minneapolis, and as the march is about to get underway, the new Black Panther Nation Minnesota chapter, the march is simply called "Stop Murdering Our Children." Okay, I gotta really avoid the music as much as I don't like having silence and don't like talking through everything. You know, one thing we don't talk a lot about that is incredibly neglected is the fact that there are a lot of us that this is not a black or white thing. This is a love-hate thing. And one of the things I've been saying lately is don't hate, educate. You know, educate yourself, educate others. Hate does nothing positive for anyone. It just it tears the person that is hating. It ends up eating them up and they only hate because they hate themselves. Because if you love yourself, you're gonna love others. It's just the way it works. And you hate yourself, you're gonna hate everybody because you don't want anybody to be happy because you hate yourself. And there are a lot of people that are caught in between. There are a lot of interracial people that no matter what's said, somebody in their family's getting hurt. And it needs to stop. GKT 11, we need to come together to make change, not fight each other. Amen. The media is a big part of the problem. Amen. One of the things I'm going to be talking about in depth in the next episode, there's a Harvard law study that came out 2 days ago. And Harvard University did this study. And you know what they found? They found that over 95% of the protests since the death of George Floyd were peaceful. And I was like, my gosh, you could have saved all that money and just watched my channel and just watched some live streamers, because that's what we've been showing for a year, is that the vast majority has been peaceful. But the propaganda of the media led many people to think that every time somebody got together, it was a riot, because they kept showing footage. They kept showing riot footage that had happened sometimes months before, and claiming that it was happening when there was just a protest. So yeah, the media, many members of the media have a lot to answer for. They never will, but that's why we do what we do here on the American Doofus Show.
Can someone tell me if the picture quality is still good?
You're good.
I had a call and I don't know if that messed up my reception. Thank you. I was not on my comments right. Hi, Sammy.
Yeah, I agree. I love the music too. There's a bunch of stuff I'd love to be playing, but I got a real quick story. I used the song "War" by Edwin Starr, the late great Edwin Starr. I used that song. I used like 8 seconds of it to open one of the episodes of my show, and I got hit with a copyright violation. But the family of Edwin Starr watched the episode and dropped the violation and said that they were that me using that 8 seconds was more than fine. So sometimes it works out, but I can't take a chance on it. We'll go back to the march. I think that's in the background. Music's in the background enough. We may be all right. We'll find out.
We've been here for 21 days apiece. We've been here for the last 14, 15 days. We have 4 different locations on the north side, and we're trying to promote peace, trying to tell these young brothers and sisters that y'all got to stop shooting. All this violence is unnecessary. If you got to shoot, go to a gun range and shoot. But killing all these kids, killing these babies, killing each other, that's unacceptable in the community. So we bring the community out to say that. Because it's just unacceptable. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, I hate playing catch up when it's 90 degrees.
It's 94 degrees here in Indiana. Get right with the Creator. Yes, absolutely. Stop being so white is ridiculous. Every person of every color should be proud of who they are as a person with good morals and values. To be white is not a crime, nor does it mean anything about your values or morals or beliefs. Totally agree with that. I don't consider being white a crime. I consider how some people that are white, I consider how some of them behave as criminal, but no. There's one of the things that I talk about a lot is monolithic thinking, that all white people are one way, that all black people are one way, that all cops are one way, that all anybody is one way, and we're not. And it's and you're right. We all need to come together. Lovely Locks. I totally agree with community policing organizations, and that's I think that's one of the things that that's being pursued. I know it's one of the things being pursued by some in the black community for their communities, as they've conversed with me about it. Could have purchased some police scanners, vests, body cam, police the police. Yeah, absolutely. And somebody sent me a message and, thanking me for what I do and for all this, for restreaming, showing stuff that doesn't get shown and that kind of thing. And they said, that police have body cams, but the difference is we may never see that footage. And with live streams, with restreaming, with community policing of the police, you shouldn't have to do that. But look at the times we're in. That you guarantee the footage gets out, and you don't guarantee it's going to be, and you guarantee that people are going to know the truth, or at least see for themselves and judge. And that's what we try to do. And there we go.
All power to the people. 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 Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. We need justice today. We are out here. The new Black Panther Nation, Minnesota, out here spreading light and love to the 3 baby girl and boy who was shot in the head by community violence out here in North Minneapolis. It's either we're going to stand up and protect our community and our children, or we're going to continue to be a failure to our community and children. Black power, black power, all power to the people. All power to the people. Y'all say justice, y'all say anaya. Justice, 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 justice. When y'all say justice, y'all say Trinity. Justice, 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 justice. When y'all say justice, y'all say the Davion. When I say
Again, this is in suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're just joining us, it's the rally organized by the new Black Panther Nation, the Minnesota chapter of New Black Panther Nation. And I'm going to cut over, if I can, real quick to cut over to what was going on in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, earlier today. And I've got to hang with me here for a second. We're just going to show a little bit of the North Carolina protest march, because we've been focusing on that since the very beginning. In order to do that, I've got to disconnect and reconnect here. And hopefully I'll be able to do that. Okay. Well, it's not letting me do that. So there was a march in Elizabeth City. It was shortened because of massive rains that were supposed to be coming, and there was probably 100, 125 people that showed up. It was a peaceful march, and I'll try to show some of that footage in another episode, but I can't get it up right now. We'll go back to Minneapolis here for just a few more minutes before we end this, before they end this live.
We're gonna speak to some of the brothers over here in the community, man. What's good? We off of PN and Lowry. Want to speak to some of our brothers and sisters a little bit. We want to speak to the brothers over here, man. To let our brothers know, man, the new Black Panther Nation, we out here. And we want our brothers to know, man, it's a black man's job to make sure that our children is protected out here. It's a black man's job to make sure our families is protected out here. Period. When brothers is out here turning our communities to a war zone, that's when it becomes a problem. You're turning your communities into a war zone when you have children, you have families, you have elders that's out here in the community that can't even jump on a trampoline in peace, that can't even walk outside in peace, that can't even ride around in their vehicles in peace. Black men need to wake up and realize you are the protectors of your communities. of your community. Every black sister out here, it's your job to make sure she's protected. Every child out here, it's your job to make sure she's protected. If our sisters out here suffering, our sisters out here struggling, it's your job as a black man to make sure that sister gets some help. Quit pulling your community down and uplift your community, man. We got children out here, babies out here. How much longer are you going to tear down your community? Look around you. Look around you. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. All power to the people. All power to the people. All power to the people. And you know that this is all up. You know what that means? That means unity. You can't throw this fist up if you ain't about unity. You can't throw this fist up if you're about dividing that people, murdering the people, black bodies. You ain't about this if you can't throw that up if you constantly out here committing these crimes. When you throw this fist up, that's black unity. Black unity. We are a nation of people. This is black unity. Black power. Black all power to the people. 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 We're going to give justice to Anaya Allen. May her justice be served. Justice to Trinity. May her justice be served. Justice to LaDavion. May his justice be served. These are 3 babies, man, that was shot in the head. 3 babies that was shot in the head. That could be any one of our childs. 3 babies that was shot in the head. And if these deaths are the 3 babies that was shot in the head, if this don't hurt you, you ain't got no soul. All power to the people. 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 Let's rock. Music. Boots on the ground. Shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. When I say no justice, you say peace. No justice, no justice. When I say no justice, you say peace. No justice, no justice. What's good, family, community, Northside, Minneapolis? We out here, man. We out here for the change in the community. The violence has been taking place amongst the community and amongst our loved ones, our daughters, our children, our loved ones. See, that's how it should be. The babies should be able to be free out here in the community. They should be free in the community, play in their yards. They should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? We as a black man, it's our job to make sure these children is protected at all times. Right? Black power, black power, black power, black power, black power, black power, black power. For those that say these kind of marches and things don't have any purpose, they do, and we see it right here. People come out. People want. People see what's going on, and in a lot of neighborhoods, an event like this is can lead to an awakening. You need to look around and realize this ain't about individualism. This is about black unity. me, man. This is about black unity, and that's what it is. So brothers and sisters need to come together and realize actually what's going on out here. As we come down here to 36 and Penn pretty soon, where maybe Anaya, Adam was shot and murdered at, we're going to go down here and speak to the community as well. Straight up. We got the $35,000 bond out here. Cash prize out here for brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, that know what's going on in this community, man, with these babies. Straight up. 3 babies. Come on, y'all. Let's rock. 3 babies, man, shot in the head. 3 babies shot in the head. Straight up. Black power.
What he was talking about is there's a $35,000 reward out for information leading to the death of these 3 young black children. The shooter has not been identified or apprehended.
That's what you call community love right here. That's what you call community love right here. Represent. This is how you represent your community. Community love, man. Straight up. We got boots on the ground. 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 Black power. Black power. All power to the people. When I say justice, y'all say it nice. Justice. Justice. When I say justice, y'all say it nice. Justice. Justice. When I say justice, y'all say Trinity. Justice. Justice. When I say justice, y'all say Trinity. Justice. Justice. When I say justice, y'all say Davion. Justice. Justice. Straight up, man. Straight up. Now protect these babies out here. This community, bro.
Okay, I'm going to hop back into the chat for one more time here before I get off. Like I said, I've got another episode I'm going to be bringing out, so I don't want this to go too long, but I wanted to give this some exposure. A lot of people have different imagery of what, wow, that was incredibly dangerous, what we just saw on the screen there, that car. Anyway, this just gives a little different view of what the image of Black Panther Party, the fact that they are out in the community, the fact that it's not just about guns, and as he said earlier, the guns are there for their defense and the defense of the community. Raymond Johnson, as one was a white can measure up to them as my friend, my brother. Yeah, that's, you can't, that it takes time to do it. It really does. But bridges need to be built and conversations need to be had. And when people have different perspectives, different points of view, it doesn't mean, 2 things can be true at the same time. It's not exclusivity to, there's only one right way of doing things and one way of thinking. So yeah, there's some people speeding through here. Obviously they're not happy with being delayed, and that's incredibly dangerous. And it says something, these people are out marching. You got to realize it's 96 degrees outside. I'm sitting here sweating in an air-conditioned small apartment. Imagine what's going on with them walking on the street. It's hot out there. They're putting in what they feel is positive work for their community, and I, for one, am not going to fault them for doing that. All this is doing is dividing people. That's, yeah, I can see how you could look at it that way. I think that is a I think that's a point of contention that could be debated. I don't think that's just necessarily a truth right there, but I can see how some would consider this division simply because they're calling for Black power. Whereas I look at it as the more power the Black community has, the better off we all are. We all rise together is one of the things I like to say. So we can have conversations, and we do. That's one of the things we do on this channel is have conversations, especially with again, his phone's starting to overheat. I can tell. I've done enough of these, both on the ground myself and restreaming, that when the channel starts chopping up like his is, his phone's going to go down. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, hold on just a second. You're a simp, doofus. How do you not see that? What's simp? SIMP. Because I sometimes am a doofus, and I'm not sure what simp means. So before I get off here, let me know what that means, GKT, if you would. No, they don't want to ride with you. You're a gamma male that wants to be accepted. No, that's not true at all. And I'm not asking anybody to ride with me. If you're directing that at me, I don't ask anybody to ride with me at all. Anybody that wants to, we can, but no, that's not what I do. I'm not doing this for followers. I'm doing this for viewers. I think there are some white people out there yelling Black power also, yeah. But it's all right, Carpe. It all right. How can I not see this as divisive? I can see how it would be divisive to some, but I also understand that the Black community needs to have its own voice, and a lot of times, and I'm going to make this my final statement here. A lot of times, the best thing white allies or white people that don't automatically hate Black people, the best thing we can do is just get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Let them have their voice. And that's the way I look at it. So, I understand that you might think it's divisive. It's not the intent, but that's not why we do it either. Okay. Just so that's all clear. I love you all sincerely. Thank you for being here, spending about an hour with us on a Saturday afternoon. I'm going to keep monitoring this march, and if something does happen that is newsworthy, we will hop back on live. Otherwise, I'm going to say bye for now and be back with a recorded episode. I've got some stuff to talk about, including that Harvard study I mentioned earlier. I talked earlier about, okay, his camera's overheating. He's going down. I talked about July 4th being an important date, and I'm going to mention that, and I've got some more information there and some other things going on. So, no, we don't want that. No, we can both agree on that. GKT, we don't want a race. We don't want any kind of war within our border amongst our own people, but there are so many that do, and we try to fight against that. So thank you for being here, GKT. Thank you, Carpe. Thank you, darling, for everything as always. Pat Tovler, thank you for being here. Raymond Johnson. I'm just going through the chat real quick here. Thank you. Lovely Locks, thank you. And who else am I missing up here? Last will be first. Red Eye, Toby, thank you all if you're all still here. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. It's a dark world. Do try to be a light. And, don't hate, educate yourself, educate others. There's more important and more valuable things to do than waste time hating. Until next time, it is the American Doofus Show. I love you all. Peace, shalom, salam, namaste, blessings from the Most High, blessings from my personal Lord and Savior Jesus Christ upon each and every one of you. And until next time, don't be a doofus.